dun 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 dun. Bah, bah. We in here. Listen, I have missed y'all. Child, child, I have missed all y'all. First of all, okay, let's start from the top. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Y'all good and y'all straight? Y'all neck and y'all back? Because we got so much to catch up on. I missed you. I hope you missed me. And we in there like what? Swim. Okay. I'm glad you know. Alright, so let's get to girl and boy. All of them. We got so much to talk about. Like, you feel me? Alright, so let's get into the house rules. No profanity. We don't do. Come on, me. We don't do that on this show. You feel me? Like, we ain't with that. You feel me? We don't do that. There's so many words in the dictionary. Like, we about to use all them Johns. Also, this show. Oh wait, before I say that, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. What are we gonna do that for? Child, because from one blood he made what? All the nations. Exactly. Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Oh heads. You already know. Newcomers, new timers, new people, catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. Get you one of us in your circle. Don't get you me, but get you one of us. Because the tears right here, we're on top of that. And it's all the way live. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. Because it just is what it is. Like, we're a dope community. I'll be surprised at myself at how dope our community is. Like, it's crazy out here. But, I mean, hey, you welcome. Because when you get you one of us in your circle, then, you feel me? Like, you know? All right, so, also, this show is, wait, before I say that, girl, you can tell I ain't been here in a minute. Because get yourself together. Get yourself together. We talk about Jesus Christ. Thank you, Domo. Girl, catch on. You ain't got time to be stumbling and fumbling. Grandma, you are. You are. We talk about JC. JC is the way to be, bars. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. Oh! Yo. Did y'all hear that? Jesus Christ is better than white rice. That's wild. Domo, that bar killing the game. That's how dope it is. Because white rice be going with everything, but Jesus Christ do too. Oh, Domo, don't hurt him. Like, cause you just be put. Man, that was powerful. My bad, because that was amazing. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. That's crazy to me. Woo! Man, let that marinate real quick, real fast, and real in a hurry. All right, so last house rule. This show is one of the very few shows that has a disability with a medical. Domo. It's too soon. Brown rice too, Grandma. Domo, try it again. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. Oh, his? Okay. Newcomers. Lady O. Tyler Perry. And Mother Ava. I'm choking. Over here got a cough drop in my throat. The juices. Oh gosh. It's right here. Okay. Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm coming to all three. It's a trifecta type John. It's a trifecta type John. Like, it just is what it is. And that's just how we gonna get down with the get down. You feel me? Period. Lady O, I'm coming to the house first. Because you already know I'm coming. Then I'm gonna hop on down the street, around the corner real quick to Tyler Perry's house. We're gonna chop it up one time for the one time. And then it's gonna time to get our locks done. We're gonna go to Rockefeller. You feel me? The Rockefeller experience. You feel me? And then we gonna all get our locks done. Like, it makes sense. In my head, it makes a lot of sense, is all I'm saying. You're welcome, because when y'all see me all the way live, don't say nothing, because y'all heard it. And that's on period, poo. Mom, what I do? I talk about my I already know what she on. All right, so because first of all, let's start here. Happy Black History Month. I don't care who's not celebrating. Who's celebrating over here? We are. Fight the power that be. Okay? We celebrating Black History Month. I don't care what y'all say. Black, 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 black on black. Black, my skin's go black. And that's it. Point and a period. Also, we started a new segment this season by representing not just the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but all the awareness ribbons, because there's more. And on this show, we gonna show it. And that's on period. Gabe, could you please show us who and what we are bringing awareness to this month, please? One time for the one time. And period. Because the February is Gallbladder and Bile Duct Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all didn't even know. That's wild to me. Y'all didn't even know that this was a celebratory event to bring awareness in the show. And what's the color, Domo? I'm glad you asked. Green. And the color is green. You feel me? For those that have gallbladder and bile duct cancer, we celebrate you on this show. We know that it's not easy, but on this show, we celebrate you. And we're bringing awareness to that type of cancer, that type of ribbon, that type of awareness. And we appreciate it. Thanks, Gabe. You're doing your big one. You better be on your P's and Q's. Child. Okay, so let's get into Domo, where you been? Let's just start there. Domo, where you been? Child. Let me tell you something. Here and now. Because listen. Okay, let's just start from the top. 2 weeks ago. Woo! I was trying to, first of all, my body shut down because I overdid it. My body shut down. So I was in the bed for 4 days. Like, my body was like, girl, you're not going nowhere. Okay. That's cool. I mean, you could have just let me know, but you didn't have to actually like turn the light off, unplug the system. Like, dang. And then my body was trying to come with a little attack, a little cough, a little cold, a little sneeze in the throat, a little sinus, a little, huh? Not over here. We got time. Medicine it up. The medicine was medicining. Okay. Moving on. What else happened, Domo? I'm glad you asked. Vertigo. Woo! The vertigo was trying to creep up, so I creep. Child. What else happened, Domo? I'm glad you asked. Muscle spasm, because the weather is cold. Muscles was spazzing out like crazy. Child. Took a step, legs shaking, arms shaking. What is happening? Oh, and we're not done. But wait, there's more. On top of that, allergic reaction. Benadryl out. Child. Whoo. And wait, there's more. What happened to you this morning? What happened to you this morning and this afternoon, an hour before the show? Don't mind, I'm glad you asked. Throat was closing. Gay, why'd you have to put this post up right when I was in my you're here? What? Okay. Watch. Look, don't talk. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate your time. Back to what I was saying. This morning, allergic reaction to I don't even know what. I've never been allergic to edamame. Why is my throat closing? Why is my ear itching? Okay, take a Benadryl with that. Fast forward to this afternoon, hour ago, hour and a half ago, eating a doggone baked potato. Okay, with some onion powder. Okay, nothing per use, nothing out of the ordinary. Girl, why is your throat closing? Another Benadryl. Listen, let me tell you this right now. This body gonna have to get under control because these limbs is fighting and I don't like it. The limbs are tussling. Y'all gotta figure it out. Y'all gonna have to talk. Because what we doing? Why is all this commotion? I don't like it. It's too much going on. Y'all moving too much. You're talking too much. Settle in, have a seat. That's what I tell my body. Settle in, have a seat. Keep it cute and keep it mute because you're a little too loud. You're doing too much. All this tussling. What's going on? Are y'all praying for me? I hope you guys are praying for me. I know I'm in a season right now where my body is just dealing. I am just dealing for the past 2 weeks, just dealing with stuff. And I understand that my life is that's my life. I get it. That's the way God made me. I am built for it. But I need y'all to, and I'm being so dead serious, y'all. I need you guys to pray for my mental fortitude to have me endure in this season. Because child, we can't have two double negatives. My mind and my body. Y'all both can't be down. We gotta choose one. So because my body's down, we already gonna keep that struggle. My mental fortitude, that gotta be A1. A1 day one. Day one, A1. Y'all pray for me. Keep my name in conversation when you're talking to the God. JESUS. You feel me? Just sprinkle. Do a little alley-oop to my name. Boom. Hey God, real quick, do a little. Oh, and by the way, that's it. And it is so, Grandma, and it is. Child. Okay, that's my spill. I'm sticking to it. I appreciate all y'all. I have missed you guys. For real, for real, for real. And with that being said, are y'all ready for my next guest? Because top tier. Top tier. Duh. I don't know what y'all thought. Y'all thought she wasn't about to. Oh, you're up for a rude awakening. Sorry about that. Okay, so as many of y'all know, 95% of my guests, I don't know them. I meet them 5 minutes before the show, 3 minutes, 30 seconds before the show. Had that a few times. But I put out a post a few weeks ago. I need a guest because my guest couldn't make it. We understand people with disabilities and medical conditions. We got to go with our bodies. And she hit me up like, yo, cuckoo, you free or no? I said, yo, coming right up. Let me mark you down. Mark it. You feel me? Let me lock you in. Cause I like the way you think. And then hold on. This is the best. This is the best part. This is the best part. Y'all ready for it? She got locks. Winner chicken dinner. She don't know it, but she know now. She's stuck with me for life. It is what it is. That sorry. You got locks too? And it's Black History. Chop. Crystal, come on. Cause Crystal, come on. Come on. Come on. Hey girl.
Hey y'all, she got me weak on the back end. It's so nice to meet you guys. It's funny because she added me on Facebook. She should see what I do because I post all day, every day.
Listen, and I don't even, and I don't want to be knowing. I scroll right past it. I
I
said, that's
post
it. Bloop.
I
And I said,
post
bloop.
every day.
Listen, but I appreciate it. You better put yourself out there. What up, Uncle D? Love you. All right, so let's get into it because I'm excited. I cannot
You're,
wait to hear this story.
you ask me anything, so I'm ready.
All right, so for the people in the back, can you tell us where you're from and who you caregive for?
So, you guys, I am from Atlanta, Georgia, born and
ATL.
raised. I was not flew here. I didn't grew here. I was born here. Okay, and raised here. But I care for my son Zachariah. He's the reason why I do everything I do when it comes to autism and my mission.
Listen, okay, so for the people that don't know, could you just briefly explain what autism looks like or what your son autistic looks like?
So I describe autism differently from versus on how somebody who wants to do a definition, because it's how you use the word disability or you have to use the word disorder. And I don't look at it as a disorder. I look at it as my son has this condition and I need to learn to navigate around it to make him the best person he can be. And that's how I look at the word autism, because I'm an autism advocate and philanthropist. So I
Right,
try not to use the D word, because when I say D word, I'm talking about disorder, because I don't want nobody to feel like they're less than. Because a lot of autistic people are living independently, and that's my
very
goal
much so.
for my son. But what does autism look like to my son? He is nonverbal. He is about to be 8 in 2 days. He's non-speaking. He is full of life. He is a ball of energy. He has ADHD as well. He has a dual diagnosis, so he's always on 10.
Come on, always on team.
Always on
Okay,
10.
so how did you even find out? Let's start with the autism first, and then we're gonna delve into the ADHD. How did you find out that he was even autistic?
So, believe it or not, my son's doctor, his pediatrician, told me when he was 8 months, she thinks he's autistic. I didn't know what that
Mm,
was, and I said, I don't think so. So, and my best friend said it too, and I said, I don't know about that. So I'm just listening and then paying attention. I looking back, the signs was there, but I didn't know the signs. So it's fast forward to 2019 in May. I decided to take him back to the doctor because my son was 2. At that time, it changed now, but at that time, you needed 200 vocabulary words in your vocabulary at age 2. My son only had 1, which was dad. So for me, that was a marker, and I said, that's let's figure that out. And he had a speech therapist at that time because he wasn't speaking, and she took an autism test, and he came up with a whole bunch of marks, 14 markers of autism. So I said, okay, so we took him. The doctor she don't take walk-ins, and she said, I know you don't take walk-ins, but I know you was serious because you was ready. You was ready
right,
to accept the diagnosis. So she did a referral for him to be evaluated at Marcus Center here in Atlanta, Georgia. He was diagnosed in October 2019, and I agreed to him for 2 days. I agreed to thought what he was going to be for 2 days. That Monday, I was on the phone making calls and doing what I need to do to push what I need him to be. That's it in a
right.
nutshell. That's it.
I love when parents are active in their child's life. Like we're gonna figure this out because I want to pull the best out with my son. With now that I know what he has, but we gonna work with it. But we're also going to groom it, and we're also going to try everything that we can. Like we're not just about to take that as what it is. No,
That
no.
part. And
We're
I
not
mean,
about
a
to take that
lot of
with us.
parents, right? I mean, a lot of parents who are they're in a season of it. They don't want anybody to judge them. They don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, but that's not helping your child. You,
Yeah,
that's not helping them.
it's
Why
not
are we
at
doing
all.
it? Right.
So like so now that you know this information, I want to go through like the timeline. Because I think this is important. Because there are a lot of autism is becoming more aware. But I think that we don't talk about it enough
We
because
don't.
there's so many different type of autism spectrums, but we don't talk about it. So I'm very grateful that you're on this show. Just sharing your journey, your personal journey. So after you found out the actual diagnosis, what was like the first step? Did they tell you that you had to do something or not do anything?
So what I love about Market Center, you get a caseworker what they call it a care source. No, not care
Mm-hmm.
source. Care coordinator. You get that. So they gave me this little Padlet and had all this stuff. So that Monday, I sat down and I was calling. And I went did Social Security, did SSI, got his full blown Medicaid, and I personally had a list, and then I just
Yeah,
started going from there. Nobody told me this is the blueprint. I didn't have a to answer your question. I didn't have a blueprint. I just knew I need my goal is to make sure my son is independent because I'm not gonna be here forever. And because I know that, I'm aware of that, like to the point I have life insurance, I don't play them games. I need to set him up for he can be independent. And let's say he's not independent, I need to set him up for a transition to home. Yeah.
that is so true. My mom said you sent this out. That's very true. Even from experience, my mom, because I grew up with a disability, I have a disability as well. And mine was physical, and my mom was like, "Oh no, you about to be independent. We about to make sure stuff is in order because you're not about to rely your whole life on somebody else. No, 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 no."
Yep.
And I see that in you, and I just think that is so dope because you do need to advocate for your kid. Ain't nobody else gonna do it.
No. And that's why I go so hard. And when I advocate for other people's families and their kids, I treat them like they're my kid, but I'm very different because I personally cut off my mom's side a lot. When it's time to
Mm,
be an advocate, I'm not a mom. My son is my client. And people
yeah.
look at me like, and I talk different. When it's time for me to be that advocate, you're not going to get a sweet. Depending on the situation, you may get the nice advocate, or you may get the advocate that's a bulldog. And when she's a bulldog, I don't like her. I wouldn't like her. So
Okay,
I
so
like.
what? So let's get into that. Let's get into your advocacy. What made you want to even become an advocate, not just for your son, but for others? Oh, did it freeze? Oh no! I think it froze. Ah, okay, we back.
What is,
Oh,
what is going? Oh my god. Okay. Oh,
cause what is going on?
the devil do not want me to tell my story tonight.
But we
It's
won't. But
like
you gonna tell
okay,
it anyway.
but right. That
Oh my gosh, devil, gone, gone.
y'all.
Go
Okay. So the reason
somewhere.
why I that is weird, and my internet signal is perfect. That's the crazy part.
Mine is
So
too. That's crazy.
that's crazy. So I remember to answer your question. I remember going to my son's first IEP. I knew
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I was afraid. I didn't know what the IEP was. I think my son had 30 pages. His first IEP. Didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't understand nothing. But luckily, I did have. I'm pro ABA. Luckily, I had, and he had ABA, and they was guiding me. But I still knew nothing. How many
Uh,
parents feel that way? It's so many
right.
parents that feel how I felt. So in the first couple of years of my son's education, I was a mom in those meetings. And let's just say one of them teachers, I'm not gonna use that word. I'm thinking of a word I'm gonna use. I think of a nice word, professional word for her, because I didn't have one that was about to come out. She was
A
very
Karen.
educated,
Ah.
lack of training. Um, not she was too attached because
Mm.
I was, and I'm new to my advocate journey at this point. Um, and I noticed I think I might maybe like almost a year in at this point. I noticed the IP was not a good IP, but I'm like at this point I'm navigating as a mom. She didn't like that I was telling her about the law. She was in her feelings saying she felt offended. Why do you feel offended with a parent knowing their rights? Why are you offended? Why? And then the one thing she did do, I have a list of things this teacher did, but one thing she did do to be petty towards me and vindictive, she put my son in a general ed setting. So my son went to ESY, sorry, that's extended school year services. So that's when your kid can go to school if they qualify during the summer, for they don't be for they don't regress during the summer and lose what they already got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my son at that point had a significant delay. So when we was in ESY, I don't know why he's saying ESY, we the teacher never sent me the final IEP, which is illegal and wrong. I never approved it. She really was a hot mess. So the teacher during the summer said this IEP is a mess. I said, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to amend it the first week of school, which so I already knew. But as you go deep into that, she put him in a general ed setting. Why would you put a nonverbal? I think he was just about to turn 5, 4-year old kindergartner. Why would you put him in that setting?
Right.
Why would you put him in a class that is not equipped for him? Because you're trying to be petty towards the mom, and she told me the other parents are just signing. That is so unfortunate. But I was still a mom in that season. Now I am not that. Now my son IEP process is so amazing. I like even to the point where the teacher, the principal, my son's lead teacher was like, we love her. Like they want me to speak in my son's school system. And it's my alma as well. But it's funny because they say you are amazing, but I go in as an advocate. I am not a mom.
Yeah.
I cut that off because I realized the mom side is attached to to the child
Yeah.
and
Emotionally.
as an
Mm-hmm.
advocate, I'm attached, but I'm not. I can detach my emotions immediately, and I
Right.
think that's the most dangerous person to be in a room. Somebody who knows how to emotionally cut off their emotions to be like, no,
Yeah.
like
Because
prime
what's right
example,
is right.
right? Prime
Yeah.
example. Let's say me and you are friends. We are not on good terms right now. You call me today and be like, now you text me, hey, my son or my daughter I need you as an IB advocate. Can, we are not getting along. I can cut off my emotions for you and still show up for that child. I have done that before to somebody in my life. Me and this person was not getting along, but I turned off my emotions from that person, went into that school system and got her what she needed for her child.
Because at the end of the day, it's for the child. It don't have nothing to do with us. Like
And
we
that's not
navigating life. It's the child that needs the help. It's the child that needs the service. It's the child that needs the advocacy. You did make mention as you were talking a certain acronym IEP, IEB. Can
IEP. So
you
IEP
yeah, what is that?
it's an individualized educational plan. So it's a plan that like that's designed or 504 plan is designed for that person. It has to match that person goals. So you have for me it's a strategy, but all IEPs should have to have a smart strategy. S is now I have a problem saying my S words, y'all, so don't judge me. So S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for relatable, T is for time. If you looking at your child IEP and it's not matching what I just said, just Google SMART goals, then you need to revisit it. No IEP goal should be opinion based. I just did an IEP last week with my homegirl. It's her daughter. I'm her advocate. That IP used a lot of terms that I was not for. They had a term in
Mm.
their negative behavior so many times. I told them to remove that out of her IEP because it's a document. It's a legal document. It's going to follow this child around. And if I don't know your kid and I see the word aggression, I see the word what was in the IEP? Screaming. It was another word in there was another big one in there. And I said to them, the school system, I said, if I was a teacher and I see this, I'm gonna think I'm getting this kid because how y'all wrote it in this IEP
Mhm.
document. And that's not right. So the whole IEP meeting, they end up changing. I say, y'all already know y'all change all these this whole IEP. I don't approve. And my friend slash client, she was just like, I agree, my advocate.
Yeah, that's good because a lot. I mean, typically, honestly, like you don't know until you know. You don't know until you know, and I think that's something that is important to know. And I think that's dope that you did your research on it. Separated the mom aspects, and then got into the right. What's right? What's right? What's appropriate? What is actually going to benefit your child? I think that's super dope. Now, when it came to or when it comes to the education and the learning style of your son, because he's nonverbal, how do you teach him? How does your class teach him?
So I love his teacher. Let me give her props. She's a first year teacher, but she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So my son learning style, from what I gather, because I got to do another observation, which we have another IEP meeting coming up because I be on top of it, is chunking. Is when you give little bits of information. You don't give all at once. A lot of
Mm,
hand over hand, but as of now, he's starting to do less hand over hand. Praise the Lord. And since he is nonverbal, in order to, it's expressive. So, like, let's say he knows ABCs. He can't say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We need you to point in or pull. And we say point to letter D. He points to letter D. So at school, he's thriving. With me, I'm gonna be honest,
oh no, did it freeze again?
and I be so hit.
Okay, wait, did it?
Okay, but I be so confused because my son hit the honor roll last year, and I don't know. At school, he's thriving. I do know that much, and I love his teacher. But at home, he just don't listen to me. He's like a neurotypical kid at home because he don't listen. He destroyed the house in 5 minutes
Oh gosh,
all day. He because you know what's
listen.
funny? The eating all day thing is okay because we it took me time. It took me 3 years to get what he is today. We did
Mm,
feeding therapy at Market Center, and that was a process. So to see him eating more than just two foods is amazing. He eats all
right.
day. And he even got to the point where I gave him a hamburger today for the first time ever. He about to be 8. He didn't like it. I put it in his mouth. I said, bite it. I said, now chew it. And then I said, now chew it again. Now swallow. He didn't do the swallowing. Like that's chunking. You see, I'm doing step by step,
Yeah, little. Yeah,
and he was looking at me like, no, I don't want this. So I
yeah.
took I gave it up. But yeah, he used to only eat chicken nuggets, but Checkers chicken nuggets. He's very brand specific.
So when it comes down to like even like teaching him certain things, is it or just saying like when it comes to food necessities, what he likes, what he doesn't like, is it like a trial and error? You have to just see.
It's most definitely a trial and error. So his favorite hot fries is Chester's, but it
Mm-hmm.
has the red 40 dye in it. So I'm trying to cut that out his diet. So I bought him the Annie's hot fries. Mm-mm. And I bought him. I always buy the variety pack of chips
Right.
from Sam's Club. I bought him Wise. Mm-mm, mm-mm. The
That
stuff
is
that don't have the dye in it. Mm-mm.
right. Yeah, it's not the same.
He's not even trying it. Like he plays in it.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I bought this. I buy stuff in bulk, so it's here.
Right. It's just here. It's just sitting,
But
waiting to be seen.
I try to give him different things and explore his palate, or if he go in my bag, like he did hot wings for the first time at he stole his teacher hot wing. Well, not teacher, his PA teacher, not PA.
Mm.
It's like the teacher that is the assistant teacher.
Yeah.
Uh, he texted me and said he stole my wings. I said you need me to go get you some more. I'm from Atlanta, y'all. You need me to go get you some more American Deli. I know we love our lemon pepper wings. We like our
I
wings
live in pepper wing.
all flat. Do you hear me? But
Flat. Period.
I'm telling you. And she said, no, you good. I just want to let you know. And he smashed my fries. I said, you need me to go get you some fries? Need me to cash app?
Cause what you
Yeah.
want?
Because my son palate is like elevating and I'm happy with it. He just eats. It's just certain behaviors I need to redirect with him. It's like
Mm-hmm.
food is one.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, we're learning, we're growing and glowing.
I
Okay,
can't
so
believe.
I seen in your title publisher, you write you wrote a books.
Yeah, I am an author. So that's how I got
You're
in
an
this
author?
journey. Believe it or not. Yeah, this I got into the journey. I started writing my first book just like you. I think I have it right here, y'all. I always have it on the side of
Show
me.
us.
I'm gonna see. And let me see. I think I have my soul just playing with y'all. Okay. This is the first book I ever wrote.
Oh, just
It's the
like you. Uh, I love you too, Jackie. That's dope. Okay, so is that that's a children's book?
and that's how I got it. That's how I got into the journey of being an autism advocate. I originally never called myself an advocate. I always said, and I still say this: I'm a mom on a mission trying to normalize the conversation around autism, and that is literally on here somewhere in this book. It's in here. My mom on a mission. That's it.
That's dope. Okay, so can you tell us like what the book is about? I want to know.
So okay, so it's fiction. Even though the book in certain parts really did come true, but it's about a 7-year old boy named Zachariah. Zachariah, and it's I use my name and his name because I'm celebrating him, but it
Right.
was an efficient way. But he's about a nonverbal child who's starting pre-K, and I use terms like IEP. I use certain terms in here. There's so many terms, y'all. Because the point of this book was for me to educate. Well, I didn't even realize I was fully an advocate when I did this. Even though looking back, I know I was an
Yeah.
advocate now. I use the word atypical in here. I use the word non-vocal, non-verbal. I also talk about the signs of autism in the book. I talk about stimming. Yeah, I have a whole edition. I have all back here.
And I think that's dope because those are words and phrases that a lot of people don't know about, but they need to. Those are certain phrases and words that need to be noticed and heard. Stimming
Yeah,
for sure.
right. And I ordered it down because first that's how I wrote it, but ordered it down a little bit. Once I
Okay,
ordered
wait,
it
say it
down a little
again.
bit,
Oh, uh-huh.
okay, so originally when I'm talking about how I ordered it down because I originally wrote it just for fun, but I realized that this book was more than what I did. It was for a hobby, but I realized the book was bigger than me because when I wrote it, I realized when I did write it, I didn't see a lot of books on the market when it came to black
Mm,
little boys on the spectrum in a book. I've seen a lot of beautiful Caucasian kids that had disabilities, aka autism, at the time, and I wanted to change that. On the back of my book, it says this book was created to provide autistic children, particularly Black children, an opportunity to see themselves and not feel alone on an individual journey to Crystal Jordan. So yeah,
that's good
and I
because
have
I
so
need you
many
to know the
books
reason behind even writing the book. That's dope.
because I need my son to be. I'm gonna be honest. I need my son to be represented. I see a problem. I'm a person, I see a problem, I want to solve it. So I said to myself, he needs his own book. But like I said, it was a hobby. But I needed him to be represented within the industry because this is something that in the black community, we don't talk about special needs. I can't, like,
Right.
I'm a black woman. Like, being special needs is a problem. I was in special education growing up. I was bullied. I was really cute as a kid. I remember how evil and negative kids were. Luckily,
Mm,
my son going through that from what I gather and what I see when I go to his school. I don't see that. Praise the Lord. But I lived that. I didn't speak until after 5. When I did start talking, I had people that understand me. So I lived that. I went through that. I'm still in the process trying to see if I'm autistic, have ADHD and dyslexia. But it's expensive to get diagnosed as an adult.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very expensive. And I think now that I'm listening to, your journey, your personal journey, I think it also stems from your personal journey. Like what you had to experience dealing with being nonverbal, dealing with being bullied. Um it's a personal thing because you didn't get the advocacy when you was growing up. So
No.
what I'm gonna do is
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be what I didn't have.
That part. And I just
Period.
realized that recently. I just came to that realization like a year ago. I was like, maybe I'm autistic, and maybe that's why I go. So maybe it's deeper than my son. And I started to like process it. No, it was
Yeah.
2020 when I came to that realization, and I said, "Oh my God, I have the signs." And before my late auntie passed, we talked about it, and she was like, "Yeah." And my dad talked about it. I didn't talk, and they said I would do what my son is doing, bring to things, bring them things. I said, "Well, I didn't get," but unfortunately, I'm not mad at them. They didn't have the research knowledge to maybe my daughter may be autistic. They didn't have that, and I told them that I'm not mad at them for it. I'm not mad at my parents. I just wish I know because I have
Right.
social cues be off when it comes to dating. My social cues, yeah, I have a lot of social cues that off, and everything would make sense once I get my diagnosis. But it was expensive. I just so yeah,
Right. No, I get that for sure. It would, cause naturally we want to put a target to what we're dealing with. We don't just want to be just out in the air not really knowing. I think it's also better for us to just know what we have so we know how to navigate through it, than just like guesstimating. But I think that's super
right.
dope that you even became an advocate, because it's not easy being the advocate, but it's necessary for people that
And I'm
can't do
self
it.
taught,
Yeah.
right? And I'm actually self taught. I this year I am focusing on more education on actually doing advocate classes, doing training, and learning more, and really sharpening my knife. Because when I say I'm a bulldog and I'm a beast, I am just that. So I feel like me sharpening my knife and me learning more things will help not only my son, it will help other families. Because currently, right now, exclusive, I'm working on a bill for Georgia,
What?
and that bill is focusing on autism. With I made some changes to the bill today. I already submitted it, but I'm putting a Google Doc. I can go in and edit because I want it in a PDF. I go and edit. I want it to be very smart. I added in
Mhm.
there some like dual diagnosis, or if you have your autism, you have multiple diagnosis. That's
Right.
in there. But I focus on education. I'm very big as of right now for a reason because my son will be an adult with autism. I'm very
Oh my gosh. That doggone devil, he not about to win. Like, why you all over here? Gone. This was good information. Child. But it's okay though. It's okay though. It's all right. We about to make this a great episode. Um, what she was saying was, for those of you that didn't catch it on, what she was saying was she is now writing a bill to the state of California regarding autism and regarding awareness of autism and getting different things to navigate to and to help and to advocate for autistic the autism spectrum, which is like, what? Like, girl, you're doing it big. You're doing it big. Um, man, I think what she's doing is dope. Gabe, could you? Okay, I think she's back. Are we? Are we back?
yes, because I'm using my phone now. I don't know what's going on, y'all. My internet on my computer is fine. This is crazy.
Child.
That's how I know.
We back. It's okay though.
That's how you know what's crazy? That's how I know I'm walking my purpose. God made it very clear I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And with that being stated, I see it because why do what tonight? Like my computer been fine all day. Now when it's time for me to talk about something very important, I'm having issues. So I'm like, that is nothing but the devil trying
It
to
sure
not make me talk
is.
about what I want to talk about. But what I'm about to say is, in my bill, I'm very big on inclusion, but I'm focusing on education. I'm focusing on workforce development. Also, when most adults on the spectrum and with disabilities, they hit the age 21. Most states age them out. Do we need resources for them? We need resources for them. That is very
Uh,
important because that we need to be able to take care of our citizens once they hit that threshold. But if their mom or dad or their caregiver do pass, or when they do pass, they will still be able to be taken care of beyond their family.
right,
That's the problem that I addressed in my bill. And then, but back to the workforce, what I was talking about, I believe that companies should have positions in their company where they can hire autistic, nonverbal, non-speaking individuals because they deserve to have a job, just like me and you. Long story short, I lost my voice in 2023 for about a month or something like that, and it was difficult. My old manager at the time sent me home because he said my voice is part of my uniform. And what made me mad, because not an ASL, and from that point on, I knew that my focus was no longer awareness. My focus is acceptance and inclusion in workforce. Because when my son turns 18, if he wants to get a job, and let's say he's still non-speaking, he should be able to get a job. And what he was, because he's unable to speak, should not disqualify him from getting a job. And companies should have positions within their companies to have that there. Like, let's say my son is good at computers. He should have a position where he don't have to talk at all.
right,
As long as he can get the work done and accomplish the goals. And then it to also be positions available for the people with special needs that are on that do have a higher support need. It should be something super simple for they can be able to work. And like I said, it's funny because I'm walking in my purpose because God already made that clear to me. I didn't know when I came back in October of 2024, we're focusing on this mission that DEI was going to happen. I had
mm,
no idea, and I had announced my magazine, Awesomely You, in January. Still didn't know DEI was about to happen. And when I tell you, God has been showing out for me when it comes to what I do, like the amount of love. I remember getting on social
mm,
media maybe last month crying from the amount of love I'm getting. I have a venue for free for my soft lunch for free. And my lunch in April, it's so cheap it's practically free. That's why all my events are free because I ain't really paying for nothing.
right,
God is
right.
providing. And I tell people all the time, I really don't make money from what I do. Me talking about me having this interview with you, I'm not making money from this. Like, I don't get a lot of book sales, but because God made it clear and I'm being obedient, I'm I don't know what's
No,
going on, y'all. Girl, I'm over it. And plus, let me get my phone.
golly,
All my bars. Oh, we got to redo this interview because I need y'all to get the message and understand why I'm here.
right.
I don't care about one person because it doesn't matter. Yeah.
God, period. No, I appreciate. I love it, and I'm listening to everything because I think what you're doing is amazing. And this is just like you said. This is how you know you're walking in your purpose because the enemy don't want to hear you, child. This is so good information. Like he's so mad, like he big mad, but oh well. What that got to do with us? That's not like a personal problem.
When I tell
We
you
didn't think
this has
about
never
you.
happened, this has never happened. This has never happened before. And that's why I was like, this is so weird that this keep happening. But yeah, like I'm so full of information. I help so many people for free. It's crazy, but I do this because I love it. And like I
Right.
realized last year, yes, I own another magazine, and I love that magazine. That brand is so beautiful with my business partner Jasmine Hawkins. But I realized I light up when I talk about autism, and I
Mm,
glow, and I know this is my purpose. Like
right.
I'm going to the
Yeah.
courthouse tomorrow.
And
I mean,
it's your passion.
not going. I'm going to the state capitol tomorrow. When I tell you, I literally am shaming any parents for using the word advocate. But what I'm saying is, I'm a real
Yeah.
advocate. I wrote that bill for Georgians, not just my son. Yes, he is on benefit. Praise the
Right.
Lord. If it get passed, but I wrote that for everybody. I go. I when I'm telling you, I go to the state capitol and I advocate and I talk to my lawmakers, and I want you to
Yeah.
know my face, know who I am. Nice to meet you.
Hmm.
If I will, we got a tight deadline. What's the deadline? 2 days. I got the on Wednesday. I bill on Monday.
No. Oh my gosh.
Weird, but this is so weird.
There we go.
But last Wednesday, he said, and I took his hand. I said, I got you. And
Uh-huh.
yesterday, I sent that bill to him. No lie. I didn't know what I was doing. I did my research, prayed over it. He gonna keep it moving. But I'm this is what I do. The devil is a lie.
Period. I heard a little bit. I heard you say this is what you do. The golly. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Okay, if you can hear me, if you can't, it's okay. But if you can hear me, can you tell us where they can find you? Because I think this is good information that people need to know more of. Okay, you can't hear me. You can see me. Hopefully. Can you see here? If you can't, can you? Oh God, Gabe. In the meantime, in between time, Gabe, can you put up her information, please? Because I think that, thank you, Gabe, so much. You guys, everybody connect with Crystal Jordan for real, for real, for real on TikTok and on IG because that okay.
This is so crazy. When I tell you, I literally have all my bars on my internet, on my computer, on my phone. I this is like the first time this has ever happened. And yeah, this is like my number 36 interview since October. And like when I say my computer's working, I'm looking at it. Like I
It's
can
okay. It just means we just got to bring you back. That's all that means.
this is I'm fine with that because this is crazy,
Yeah,
y'all.
we're just
I'm
gonna
so
have to
sorry.
bring you back.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's it because we gotta do it right.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
we can't be half doing.
this is crazy. But I do want to say this because God literally just puts on my heart, and I don't know why He just told me to say this. If anybody want to make like, I'm not a nonprofit yet, um, but anybody want to make donations to me for because I am about to start doing my education and learning more on how to be an advocate. Even though I am an advocate, I just want education. If somebody want to like probably pay for my classes, you don't have to give me money directly because that's not what I need. Well, I'm not gonna say that's not what I need, but that's not what I'm asking for.
Yeah,
So
we're trying to target something. I get you.
okay, because sometimes people ask for donations and they really don't use it for what they're saying they use
Right.
it for. And I don't want to think I'm using it for something else. I will send you the link and y'all can pay for it for me. But I am serious about more education this year and me
Mhm.
learning more as I grow as an advocate. Because I really, eventually I want to get a lawyer. So I can have a lawyer to call me to the school systems. Because the public school system really don't be doing my parents right. Yeah.
Listen. I get that for sure. Where can they find you? You gotta tell everybody because I want them to tell. I want you to tell them.
Y'all, it's easy. I am Crystal Jordan on all platforms. You can DM me on
Period.
Facebook, Crystal Jordan. I think my picture is me in a silver outfit getting out of a car. That's my birthday picture. But I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Also, if you want to follow my new magazine, it's Awesomely You magazine. Awesome You Mad. But I spell awesome, take out the W and put the U because I'm representing autism and all disabilities. So
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And I'm saying you're a number. I'm just what podcast you are because this is crazy, y'all. You are number 37.
Man, it's hard. It's hard though because we're just gonna bring you back. That's all that is.
Cause this
Yeah,
is, as I say, this is crazy. This has never happened to me. But you guys follow me. You need any information, you can email me at Jordan the Advocate at gmail.com. If you want to
for
support my
sure.
books, put my books in your school system, it's ZachariahWorld.com. I realize, y'all, I typed my website wrong, but it's ZachariahWorld.com. Take the S out, and there we go.
Boom. All right, for sure. I'm gonna put you in the back because we gonna do a whole nother episode for sure. But I definitely do appreciate you coming on and sharing your journey, but
Even with the
also sharing.
disabilities, I mean the technical difficulties. That's
It's
because
all
this.
good. It's all good because we bringing you back. We bringing you
Okay,
back.
perfect.
And Gabe's gonna put you in the back. We're gonna end the show, and then I'm gonna holler at you later.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Listen, that doggone devil gone. Gone some listen. Okay, sir. You in unmarked territory and I don't like it. Go on somewhere. This is not the area that you want to be in. It's too many warriors. It's too many warriors around here. You feel me? Listen, I definitely want to thank Crystal for coming on and sharing not only her journey but also her son Zachariah's journey. I think autism needs to be talked about a little bit more than it is. There's so many different spectrums of autism, and people don't share that, and people don't bring awareness to that. So I'm grateful that she was on and was able to share. But here's the thing: she about to come back. Let's just be very clear about that. She gonna come back because we need to hear for real, for real, for real. Everything, all the nuggets that she has graced us with on this stage. Okay, period. With that being said, church. First of all, before I say that, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate everyone for tuning in so much. I don't take it lightly. I'm gonna say it every single episode. Why? Because I love y'all, and that's on period. You feel me? Also, church announcements. If you have a disability and or medical condition and you want to be on the show, holla at me. Hit me on my pager. You feel me? Hit me on my pager. Call me up. Tell me what you want. Disclaimer: don't be coming to me with no I scrape my elbow. Okay. Don't come to me talking about you ran into the door because the light was off. Turn it on. Turn it on. Because what that got to do with me? Uh-huh. I don't care that your finger hurt. Put a band-aid on it and go on about your business, okay? Because people on this show, we talk about real life stuff, as you can tell. We dealing with some real life stuff. Okay? I mean, coming to me with no, don't get your feelings hurt. I'm telling you now. Don't do it. All right. Or if you know someone, if you or you know someone that wants to be a guest on the show, holla at me. We ain't stopping one being brave. I don't know what y'all thought this was. What? No. We're just getting started. You feel me? I'm just getting comfortable. And that's on period. Also, next church announcement. Next Tuesday, we are live and in living color. You can do what you want. In living color. In living color. Okay. Next Tuesday, we live in living color. 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p. Wait, hold on. You forgot 8, Domo. 8 p.m. What is it? 8 p. Oh, I said 8, huh? 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. 10. Girl, say that over. Because what? 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. We in there. You already know my guest about to be super dope. Too legit to quit. Too legit. I got a lot of songs in my head. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Don't log off though, because you know it's a treat after this. You feel me? But Gabe, take me off because I gotta eat something. I gotta figure out what I gotta eat though. Whoo, are y'all praying? All right, I love y'all. We out. Gabe, get me out of here. I love y'all. Gabe, get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Gabe, get me out of here. Gabe, that's your cue.